You could craft something nice with that. Been on the lookout for that. A whole stack? Very nice. Let's make this quick. Useful. Hold on to that. I see something shiny. You're going to regret this.
My brother was stationed at First Home. Thank you.
There's no end in sight.
Not much longer now.
Didn't think you could get any stronger. Always worth stocking up. good to get stocked up. Well, I'm here. Even if I don't get any bites, watching them dart around, I don't know, it relaxes me. Impressive. See, work is for people who don't know how to fish.
On your feet, you louts. We're going back in.
Wanders into my web. More playthings? I can taste your delicious fear. Closer, my prey. Closer. Kill them all. No misery and death all around. This pleases me.
Must obey the whispers.
Set it ablaze!
For the Whisperer. Burn!
Come to me, into my web. Join me forever.
Train.
Healer!
Closer. Closer. Embrace the darkness.
Heal me!
Incorruptible creatures.
By the Whisperer's
Dare to defy
command,
me.
we shall obey.
I'll kill you all.
I need healing.
Only a fool.
On a hunt. Better overstocked than under.
Did you hear? Rajine's mantle was discovered at the Fallen Esti winter site.
Rachine's mantle? General Endare has another feather in her cap.
Not exactly. I heard she died recovering it. Must have been a really vicious frost troll.
This is all just a big misunderstanding. Someone's going to be sorry.
You stood in the ruins of Esduin.
Greetings,
The
Sarah.
halls of the
A
ancients.
moment, if you please.
We don't do...
Over here! I just need a moment of your time.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
This one hears the strangeness in South Point as envy. Seems a Daedric prince was involved.
You believe all you
Goran
hear?
himself.
A Daedric prince? Did your sister see a clutch of butterflies when she was there?
Believe what you like. I'm glad things have gone down there. Everyone.
Jaira Oko Ta.
You know, in Aldrin, the Redderans live in a massive crab shell. It's not nearly this tall, though.
Ah, people. Great.
Someone will benefit greatly from your shipment. These will be very useful in Cyrodiil. This one will ensure your shipment... Ah, very fine work. Your skill shows.
Elden Root, verdant capital of the Camoran Dynasty. See how it rises above the ruins of Alia Dune. A testament to the strength and vigor of the Bosma people.
A fine tree. Think of the ships we could build with one so tall.
Indeed. A pity the life of the tree is so prized by the Bosma. They've made some sort of accord with Hircine to preserve such things. Civilized Mer should look past such trivialities.
Can you not see the strength it affords us? The Grand Oak of Eldenroot has stood for millennia. It has sheltered and fed thousands.
And what has it gotten you? The Bosma sit idly by their borders, warring among themselves until the Mer of value have to step in on your behalf. Better to chop it down for tinder. The forest will hardly miss a few trees.
Thrice-blasted son of a dreck-sifting, root-munching, bread-baking sot. May your ears be stuffed with whirly-fly larvae, your bowhand bitten by a rabid stoat. Moving on. Tread carefully, friends. Wouldn't want the forest to swallow you up.
They're easy to find. The trunk has 3 landings.
Building up a staff. Good thinking. You know what that's good for? Ah, you'll figure it out. Here we go!
Hold your tongue, High Elf. King Camoran didn't need Queen Irene's help. Never asked for it, in fact.
Ready. Never a dull moment. If you don't get up, I'm taking your stuff. Don't pass it up. Someone left this here? It's yours now.
We have an unexpected guest, Vestige. My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Sai-Sahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended, and contacted Abnathan. He admits that he knows Sai-Sahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you directly.
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency. Menimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Sai-Sahan. Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information for a price. If Menimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abnathan, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum. Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear. Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Menimarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Sai-Sahan's location in return. You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai-Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
Tharn is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of soul-shriven outside Menimarco's castle. As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes one might take. You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
What a skeever. Improvise, he says. I can't believe we're risking our lives to rescue that skeeving Horker. Subtlety and stealth. Let's not bring the entire castle guard down on our heads. And didn't he say this was a town of soul-shriven? Maybe we can find one who knows his way around. Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured.
Famazar's people have a saying, "May your roads lead you to warm sands." How in the sight of 2 moons did Famazar end up here? He thinks he must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Feet first. That is the fastest way in. Ask Cadwell. That crazy bastard seems to know every corner of this place. You better hurry, though. I heard they just chased him into a building near the waterway.
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? Now don't go around.
What are you doing here? Intruders!
I say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so, how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department? Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree? Tiberius Garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons. I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
That might be our best chance to get inside. Leave it to the Daedra to fill a cave with bones and muck.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers. This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam. Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside. Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game? Onward! Ha-ha!
Never a dull moment.
Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. One more after this one. This should do it. There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea. A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far. I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered around the premises. Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy night is starting to grow on me.
No, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
Shut up. I'm trying to work here.
None. The one on the throne is a pat. To the side!
You, hurry up. The worms are on the move. There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a problem, I'm afraid. The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it. Here's a thought. The flesh atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own atronach, it would be bound to obey you. You could force it to smash through the barrier. It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to walk you through it. You'll need some good-sized chunks of flesh. Take them to the laboratory and I'll contact you there.
Not the most glamorous task, is it?
Get him.
I can't imagine how the worms get used to this. Freezing in here. At least that means the body parts won't smell as bad. Is that a lung?
Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book. Ha! We'll make a necromancer of you yet. You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
Let's knock some heads. You good? Of course you are.
There he is.
Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can.
That gear of yours won't hold out much.
So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection. And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower. A fair question. I know things. Things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menimarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes, and to replace him. The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menimarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself. I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Now, Tharn. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Shall we test your limits? Infuriating. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting! Your strength surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
Marco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council? His power wanes, Vestige. Strike him down, while his attentions are on me.
How dare you betray me, Thorn! Your suffering will be legendary.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all. Because Manimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk. First things first, we need to get out of here alive. We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Arcade preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old derring do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt. Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise. Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise? Well, that's settled then. And after all, you do need someone to lead you out of here. Onward! Into the chute, come on!
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
My estates, my titles, my own life, it's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods Manimarco will pay dearly for this. Of course, I am Abner Tharn, It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Manimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him. Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says. He'll always be Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige.
You are angry. It is to be expected.
I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius.
In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was. You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. I caused this, all of this. If Molag Bal destroys this world, the blame will be mine, and mine alone. You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector, but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance. We must find Sai-Sahan. Everything depends on that. In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more information. I did not foresee Abner's defection, but I welcome it. Manimarco fears him, and with good reason. He can help us. I feel certain of it.
You!
Is it
Tharn wants to
crowded?
speak to you! Go to the Volkilgard Mages Guild! Quick! Quick!
Your timing is impeccable.
Here you can see the third law of arcane pyrodynamics in action, class.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while. I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information. By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault. Granted, Manimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings. You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the soul burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen? Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan. In the chaos following the soul burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location. He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held. Minimarco keeps his most secret documents in a hidden lair of Daedric cultists deep within the Grotwood. In the ruins of travel there and search for clues. Remember, Wormroot Depths, Grotwood.
Can't even hear myself think here.
Welcome, friend.
You stopped. Thank you, Adept. I've been asked to find one of our more adventurous members, someone that could lend a situation fresh eyes. You look like just the person to help with our predicament. The Archmagister asked that I not say too much in earshot of my guildmates. Let's just say it's a magical anomaly. Untamed power from an unknown source. Plenty to catch a mage's interest, but that's just the trouble. It could be highly dangerous. For now, power draws mages like moths to a flame. We're a little hopeless that way. Votary Nalia, a knight from the Order of the Lamp, is on the scene. She needs someone to help her...
Ah, there you are. Welcome, Adept. I've deciphered the spell inside the book. Are you prepared for Sheogorath's first test? Welcome, Adam. Excellent. It's been fascinating to work with Shalador. Even though he can't read the book, he's been an invaluable...
It's about time. Let's get started.
You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
Light it up!
King of Worms? I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Sai-Sahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle to be sure, but where is he being kept?
Chim El Adabal, the Amulet of the Kings of Glory, an artifact of the Divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and Oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sai-Sahan before he can be broken.
Give him a fight. Who's next?
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the halls of torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking for. At last, Sai Sahan has been taken to the Halls of Torment. Oh yes, it's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the Halls of Torment reach deep into the dark places of a prisoner's mind and torture them with apparitions of the things they most dread. It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use for such things. They are immortal. It's impossible to kill Daedra. They simply reform over time. Of course I can. I am Abnathan. But first, I have a bit more research to do. Go back to the Harbridge and tell Varen what we've discovered. I'll meet you there once I've made the necessary preparations.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige? At last! Where can he be found? Well done. I will begin searching for a safe route to the Halls of Torment immediately. I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current, but I am done with riddles and metaphors. I don't know what awaits us. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a foolish old man who glimpsed the wisdom of the scrolls and survived. When Tharn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path to these Halls of Torment soon enough.
Impressive.
Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue. Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to rescue Side Sahan.
Let's just do what we came here for and get out of here.
What around Volt? What around Volt? burden. Trade.
We don't do
Welcome, Adept. I've deciphered the spell inside the book. Are you prepared for Sheogorath's first test? Excellent. It's been fascinating to work with Shalador. Even though he can't read the book, he's been an invaluable resource. I had to decipher layers upon layers of meaning hidden within the tome. Yes, speak with the Archmage. He's meditating on the challenges ahead. I'm still somewhat drained from my effort, so he'll open the portals to the Shivering Isles for you. Auriel, watch your steps. I'm very excited about this project. Shalador's sanctuary would be a boon to every mage in Tamriel. Even Guildmaster Vanus approves of our work here.
The brazier is ready. Velast prepared it precisely, according to my instructions, of course. We're having trouble opening a portal directly there, so we created this anchor to help us. Some trickery of Sheogorath's, no doubt. The next time around, I'm sure this won't be an issue.
Ah, right on time. Welcome back. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever show up. My lord seems to derive amusement from my annoyance. You are here to retrieve a tome for that Shalidor person, correct? Just a moment, mortal. Lord Sheogorath asks that you perform a task first, to prove your competence. He claims to have misplaced a pair of items. Items you must recover. A fork and a staff. Please do try to be quick. My lord enjoys making me wait, but he's not very patient himself. I've opened a portal for your convenience. It should lead you directly to the fork. I'd say at your leisure, mortal, but I expect I have more time ahead of me than you do.
Never forget that smell. A dragon priest's tomb. Look at the treasures he's collected. Perhaps the fork is here as well. That chest. Perhaps the fork is in there.
You dare steal from me, Krip Bok Akrin.
Ah, Korthor's
My
awake.
priest will make quick work of you. Laf Dinuki.
The shadows move, Adept. Watch yourself. Eyes to the sky. Another group. Together, we cannot be stopped.
Worthless. No matter. Come, face me yourselves.
There. The ice barrier's down. We can get through.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
Ah, the fork is mine. You shall not have it, dear new. Strike now!
That's it?
Come, mortal. Let's not waste time, shall we? I see you have the fork. Competently done. Impressive, even. Now, for the staff. When last we spoke, my lord recalled the discomfort of desert sand. I believe it lies somewhere within Hammerfell, in the dry and decayed hands of Prince Malil. Prince Malil Alakir, the Sith of Yokuda. A formidable warrior in his day. That was over 1,000 years ago, but still.
As I expected. Another resting place for the dead. Sheogorath has a sick sense of humor. This is the necropolis, Asakala, the resting place of Prince Malil, also known as the Scythe of Yokuda. The prince's underlings were clever. They crafted magical seals to guard his resting place. Observe the Yakudan statues. Each bears a crystal in the helm and a seal at the base. The essences you see swirling around in the air here, their energy can be used to unlock those keystones. Here, I can grant an aura that will allow you to capture the essences as they pass through you. Collect as many of the small ones as you can. They should unlock these scarab seals on the statues nearby. I'll need to consider the other two. This place is incredible. The ancient Red Guards were a noble and accomplished people. You have the essences. Imbue them into one of the scarab seals.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Good. Now to collect 4 more. The final 4. Imbue them into the other seal.
You'll never best my generals.
For such a superstitious, mage-hating people, this place is a work of art. Have you observed the sand barriers on those passages in the canyon walls? I suspect the prince's generals may be waiting within. Their essences would no doubt be more than enough to activate the other 2 statues. Very simple, Adept. The seals at the bases of those statues show a scorpion and a spider. Those were the spirit totems claimed by Malil's chief generals, Sadina and Rashomta.
You'll never reach Malil.
Sadina's statue should have the scorpion seal at its base.
My life for Malil.
Rashomta's statue will be marked with the spider seal.
A lucky feat, mortal. The staff is still mine.
The crystals hum with power. Go to the center. You should find the key to Prince Malil's tomb there.
You dare open my tomb? Come then, and feel the scythe's blade! Behold the staff! Never! The staff is mine!
I'd guess Haskell will be waiting outside. Let's go.
Another successful retrieval, I see. Very well, then. I've instructions to have you return to the Isles. My lord would have a word with you. Ah, right on time. Welcome back.
Look, Haskell! Farkey's back! Oh, it's so nice to see him again! Oh, good to see you too, Mortal, I guess. Wonderful! I'll just take... Forky. Oh, I've missed you so much, Forky. Let's never be parted again. Oh, it gives me goosebumps just to hold him in me hand again. Ah, the Wabbajack. Malil held it down in that dusty tomb for so long. Say, why don't you clear its throat? Take it in hand and use it on some of these holier-than-thou temple types. No need to worry, you pretty mortal head. The Wabbajack, it unleashes the potential in everyone. The unrecognized essence of artistic beauty that swells and beats within the... Look, you want the book? Whack some folks with the Wabbajack!
Watch it!
A bit rusty, but not bad. So funny watching you mortals muck around with things you can't possibly understand. I'll be needing that back now. And as promised, the book. Well, go ahead. Take it. Once it's yours, it'll send you straight back to Tamriel. Funny how books have a way of transporting you. No? Oh. Simply hold your breath, close your eyes, and count to, let's say, 1,000,000.
you've returned. Do you have the second book? Excellent. The Circus of Cheerful Slaughter? That's quite a title. I'll begin my research immediately. Can't wait to get to it.
There's an urgent task for you. Comrade, I have an urgent message for you. Guildmaster Sees All Colors would like to see you as soon as possible. She said the journal has revealed something about the Vivicis, whatever that is. She awaits you at the guild hall. You can find her in the hall in Eldenroot, comrade. May the Eight protect you. No idea. Word around the hall is that she's been working day and night on some mysterious project. I've even seen some Mages Guild scribes wandering around the place. Strange.
Good to see you again, comrade. You recall our encounter with Dosha, yes? When we found her encoded journal? Yes, we called in several favors to do it, but we've cracked her code. In service to her Dark Master, Dosha was after something hidden in a dwarven ruin, a place known as Mazenelt. We're not sure, but it seems to have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus her notes mentioned. Mazenelt is far from here, but I've prepared a portal that will carry us across Tamriel. What do you say, comrade? Venture with me into the unknown? I will open the portal. Takes just a moment. Here we go. Dosha was no scholar. She did nothing idly. The river has brought us here for a reason. A treasure of some kind. A potent weapon or an epic spell. Dosha respected only one thing: power. Whatever it is, we must get it away from here. The last days of the Dwemer were endless war. Their mages raced to perfect ever more esoteric spells, ever more powerful weapons. Perhaps the origins of the Vivicus stem from that long-gone era. Dosha knew of this place, and so others do as well. If we don't retrieve whatever it is, others will come. And it must have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus. If Molag Bal plans to unleash that weapon again, we must stop it. What in Nern?
The undead are close behind us. We must hide the remains of the weapon. Now! The automatons are still active. We'll die down here. We will see this done, or Molag Bal's hunters will chew on our bones.
Kurano is right. With any luck, the constructs will hold back the dead. Let's move.
I still think this plan is madness.
Those were ancient ones. Aliens in a Dwemer ruin. What went on here? Blades ready, comrade. These constructs know no mercy.
You're dead. I always find myself in a better mood after a meal.
Damn it. Corino is dead. The weapon will be lost forever.
No, there's still hope. Osterand will have to do it.
Oblivion, take you. I can't.
We can still succeed. But you'll have to enact the sacrifice, my friend.
Without a soul in the crystal, there will be no way to repair the weapon. It must be done, Osterand.
A sacrifice? What did they come here to do? The skill it took to craft these constructs. Amazing.
Got a repair kit? You're looking a little worse for wear. Good on you. You're ready for anything.
Just think what this place must have looked like in the time of the Dwemer.
We barely survived the last wave. Balasha's injured. We'll never hold against the dead and the constructs.
Osterond is right. You need time. I'll lead the dead away, down another branch in the tunnels.
Lanath, don't. You'll never survive the swarm.
If my death buys you the time it needs. For Deladil and Meridia!
Giving yourself willingly to the river's current. Noble. More wonders. And a split in the path. Which way shall we go, comrade?
Can't stand all that clicking.
Amazing these halls remain intact. A moment. This may be crucial.
My love, Osterond, if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. I'm dying.
I can't. Don't die on me, Valasha. I can't do this.
You must, my love. Or Molag Bal has won.
It's what she wants, Osterand. This is why we came here. Do it!
Goodbye, my love. My Valasha.
Valasha's journal remains. Perhaps it will shed more light on what's going on here. Another journal? Amazing it's still preserved. May I see it? The water begins to clear. 2 cities, 1 warship's Meridia. The other, Molag Bal. Abagarlis, the city of the dead, creates a relic to strike at the Meridians. Deladil, City of Light, creates their own weapon, forged around a heart of crystal. Just so. These Ancient Ones steal into the heart of the enemy with this crystal weapon. They stop the ritual, and their king ends the dark rule of Abagarlis. But they are hunted, so they try to find a haven, a place to hide the crystal. You have the right of it. They sought to hide their prize, but the priestess of Meridia first gave her life. She relit the crystal heart so that the weapon could one day be forged anew. Yes, comrade. The journals also speak of a tome, instructions for creating the weapon. The crystal heart of the weapon and the means to construct it lie here somewhere in these ruins. And still more active constructs.
I can't hold them. You have to go.
I'm not leaving you.
We died when we agreed to this quest. We just kept walking a while. Hide the crystal. Hide the tome. Go!
Such bravery in the face of certain death.
Hey, look at that. You earned it. Counter this.
The dwarves were...
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
The dead Centurion. A fitting resting place for my Valasha. Now just have to hide the tome. What? No!
The crystal is in that steam Centurion. We must destroy it! Well done. Now, to leave this place. We've succeeded where that withered root dosha failed, comrade. Here, I will open a portal for us to return. Take the crystal and the tome. Give them to Merrick, and he can begin learning what it will take to forge the weapon. I have something I must attend to, comrade. The knowledge we have gained here has flooded my mind. I must mind the river's course. I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
Wait for her to leave. I must speak with you.
I'll see you down the river, comrade.
Please, speak with me. I have only a moment to talk. You're in danger. Danger I can't fully comprehend. Not even in death. Someone close to you has plans. Plans for both of us. Plans to betray you. I am anchored. Contained. Pulled away. Beware, comrade.
After I woke up without my memories, that grotto was the beacon that eventually led me to civilization. In some...
Welcome back from the depths, comrade. Guildmaster Sees All Colors told me you'd have something for me. Thank you. I'll begin my research straight away. You'll be the first we contact once I know the details. In the meantime, Sees All Colors sends her regrets she couldn't stay. She said she had an urgent matter to attend to.
You earned it. I need to tell you something. You're the only one I know who's nosy enough to care. It's about my former job broker, Federo. I have been wanting to have a word with him ever since everything went tailed up on my last job. You know, the one where we met. He hired me and paid me on time, that's all you need to know. But I haven't heard from him since the Raynilla job. I figured he had some connection to the Reformer and my forgotten past. I was thinking we ought to pay him a visit. He has this little place in Cedrith Mora. If he's there, we can shake him down for information, then get lost before the Reformer's mercenaries show up. Whatever happens, I know I'll fare better with you there. Any chance you'd like to tag along? Probably better that I don't go to the seat of House Telvanni in Vardenfell alone when there is someone in the higher ranks obsessed with my capture. I know I don't say it a lot, but I appreciate you sticking with me. Ready to ride. Let's end them. You could brew something nice with that. Bet I'm not the only one who wishes this place would sink into the sea. Nice little place right on the water. And get this, Federo doesn't even... Door unlocked. Place looks abandoned. We're off to a great start. Federo only drinks sugary Sujama cocktails. The wine bottles can't be his. Those are rags by Federo standards. Not his style at all. I hate that I know that.
Hey, who are you?
Here's our wine drinker. I can smell it on her. Where's Federo? Who are you?
I'm Federo's betrothed. Leave now, before I call the guards. Look, I don't want any trouble. Federo is a good enough sort. He wouldn't mind that I've holed up here for so long, honest. Because, we were engaged to be married. As you can see, losing him has made me take to drinking. Oh, how I miss him. Oh, he's dead, I'm afraid. Killed by some mercenary called Sharpest Knife. Just brutal. Nasty business. Tragic, really. I'm heartbroken. We were going to get married, you know. But he told me that since he's dead, I can keep the house. Good question. Look, Federo just told me to say that to anyone who came asking after him. He's a good guy, really. Said he was meeting someone who was going to keep him safe. You're not trying to hurt him, are you? Oh, information. Well, this seems harmless enough to me. He had me seek passage to Eastmarch for him. He paid me in wine to do it. Let slip he was headed to Twinkler, Tinkerer Tobin's workshop, I think. Does that help? You two are a lot more friendly than the mercenaries that came round looking for Federo a while back. Of course, when they wrote me and dragged me out of bed, I was nearly sober, I think. Anyway, they haven't been back since. Hired by a client of his, I think. Didn't sound too happy with him. And they weren't too happy with me after I hurled all over the one holding me. Lot easier to lie when you're sober, but where's the fun in that?
So, Federo's not just a coward, but a liar too. As if I cared about him enough to track him down and kill him. He should be so lucky. The elf is too drunk for me to understand most of her story. What did you get out of her? Right. But whom? And why Eastmarch, of all places? Federo wasn't stupid. He'd know I'd see through a cover story as fake as this wine drinker being his betrothed, and he knows how good a tracker I am. Why leave such an obvious loose end? I suppose he'd be in trouble if he didn't make every effort to hand me over to the Reformer. I just can't imagine why he'd do that for me. The place the elf mentioned is west of Cragwallow, right on the hot springs. Ugh. Eastmarch, of all places. The armpit of Skyrim. Federo must be really desperate to hole up at this Tinkerer Tobin's place. I'm sure he's just miserable.
By the sword I mean the night, by the word I mean the dead, by the sword I mean a sigh, by the word I mean the end. Six are the guardians, 3, 4, and 3 incarnate, here to test your hero's ways and show that you can learn it. The truest works we shall behold are those made by the silent. By the sword I mean the night, by the word I mean the dead, by the sword I mean a sigh, by the word I mean the end, by the sword I mean the night, by the word I mean the dead, by the sword I mean a sigh, by the word I mean the end.
Selling, buying, trading. Neither right here.
The ale is thin.
How are ya?
They should have been back by now. Captain Alhana said they'd meet us here after an evening of prayer, right?
Hello? Who's there? Please don't be another bear.
Well, look who it is. Federo. I thought one of your mercs took you out.
Sharp? Please. I didn't reveal anything to the Reformer about Sharp. I just ran. Sharp never mentioned being a former Telvanni slave. On the souls of my ancestors. I didn't know. I'd never have put him on the job if I had. I swear! Track him down? What, to kill him? Oh, I suppose someone has to. You really think you can? Listen, I had plans to blackmail the Reformer before I realized how stupid that would be. The cache of information can be yours and Sharp's. For a price. Not what I want, but what I need. A new life. New name, new identity, new clothes. I heard there's a document forger in the Adept's Retreat in Windhelm. Work out a deal, then meet me in the Outlaws' Refuge. I'll tell you where I buried the cash. Please hurry, I'm really not built for this climate. I just need passable documents and some clothing that doesn't make me look quite so Telvarny. Then I could be on my way. Remember, I'll meet you in the Windhelm Outlaws' Refuge after, all right? Oh, that. I thought it'd make Sharp seem dangerous and unpredictable. I thought it'd throw the Reformer off his scent, and mine. And I thought maybe the Reformer would be afraid that Sharp was coming for him next. And look, now he is. Of course he did. Gold, power, prestige. He practically sounded like a game of tribute. It'd have been so easy, and I'd be living like a king right now if I had. Turn over my best mercenary? I couldn't live with myself if I did that. Only got as far as I did on the peninsula because of Sharp. I might have called him my friend, if he were the type to make friends. Speaking of, who are you exactly? Huh. Well, good you came along, or we'd both probably be a lot worse off. You know the Reformer is obsessed with Sharp, right? He won't kill Sharp, but I'm sure he'll cut down anyone else who stands in his way. Just be careful.
New clothes? You're shameless.
Come on, Sharp. I've been good to you, haven't I? If you can't find something nice, at least make sure it's warm.
Ready. Watch your pockets.
Too much? I haven't had enough.
Come, do your trading here.
Well?
Sharp? Stranger, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same... Oh, no. You're the forgery expert, aren't you?
Keep your voice down. After I saw Dimike to safety, I was lost. I remembered that Raynilla and I came to Windhelm on a holiday once. I just sort of drifted here. But I tried to keep my head down. I must not have hidden well enough. How did you manage to find me? Raynilla worked hard to bring light to all corners of the world. Now that she's gone, everything feels cast in shadow. Like I've lost my purpose. But forgery is something I know. Something I did for her. This new identity, is it for Sharp? I know that name. Raynilla used to keep tabs on him. She wrote him, pleading for him to defect as an abolitionist. I was convinced he was a lost cause, but Raynilla didn't believe in lost causes. He's really had a change of heart, has he? Raynilla's work, then. It wasn't for nothing. A spark still remains. Her mission didn't have to die with her.
I'll draft up a plausible identity, something that will allow Federo unrestricted travel, wherever he might wish to go.
Our contact wanted new clothing, too. Any idea where we might find something easy on the coin purse?
There's a tailor in the armorer's place across town. Standard prices, though. I'd help if I had coin to spare.
They should really make the mugs bigger.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let
Fresh
us
from
in.
the warm southern lands. You smell of salt and sunshine.
Clothing here! Free to anyone who can take it off my hands!
Doesn't get cheaper than free. Let's stick. Ugh. You carry that. I'll try to keep upwind of you.
I heard you uncovered a lost shrine at Fungal Grotto.
Who wants to see how hard I can punch?
Well, I prefer the Cold Moon Inn to the Sober Nord. It's much more rustic.
Did you see the Dark Elf noble by the forge? He smiled at me.
Windhelm Outlaw's Refuge. Do I have anyone here who wants to kill me? I don't think so.
2 deer ran right through the camp after you left. I made I'm sure you and Sharp both find it very funny that I stayed out in the wilds, jumping at every noise, thinking it might be the last thing I hear. My poor nerves. But I'm ready to put all this behind me. Did you get what I asked for? This is really the best you could do? I'm a courier for the Antiquarian Circle? This document makes it sound awfully dangerous. What's that smell? Don't tell me that's coming from the clothes. You did remember to bring me clothes, didn't you? No, I'll take it. Sharp was always my best man for the job. If he says this was the most you could do, I believe it. I guess being a courier isn't so bad, but the smell on these clothes... never mind. It's nothing a good wash can't fix. I'll mark the location on your map. It's not far from here. You're really going after the Reformer, aren't you? I'd wish you luck, but I think Sharp's used up all that in finding you. I'm going to need luck more than you two. Courier? So, after you fished these clothes out of the latrine that you found them in, what'd you do? Dry them over a bonfire of mammoth fur? The style I'll just have to work with, but the smell! Sharp, how could you, of all people, have picked clothes that smell this terrible?
Look, nothing will want to attack and eat you when you smell like that. Makes your new job a whole lot easier.
Poor Lower Yorgrim. What a crying shame that's turned out to be.
Federo marked the map between those two boulders, guessing it's just under the snow. Find anything worthwhile? Or do we need to go back and shake down Federo for something better? Nisus. Well, that's not too far. Let's see. Bridge. Dwemer Ruins. I think I know the place. No hope of pronouncing it, though. I'll mark it on your map and we can skulk around for a way inside. Anything worthwhile in the other notes. Rhaenyra? Let me see. I think you're right. She was the reason that Federo had somewhere safe to go when he needed to run. He protected me because she gave him a way to do so. Hello, Sandoval Ulrys. Let's see what a piece of work you are. Fine. He's a crazy Telvanni, but we knew that, right? Well, we have the approximate location of this lab of his and a key to get inside. Sandoval wants to meet in person so badly. Let's see if he's there.